So welcome to Mobilise and Move, and today we're looking at some shoulder work. As you can see from the range of implements already on show, we are going to use some weights today, so any weights you have around the house will be fine, or in your gym. Our demonstrator showing us a bit of a neck loosening shoulder roll to start off with. Before we bring in any of the weights, we want to make sure that we are warmed up with just the natural load of the body before we add the additional load from the weights as well. So breathing in as the shoulders elevate, roll them over the top down the front. Breathing in as they elevate up at the front, over and down at the back. Lean your head to the side and look for that tension between your ear and your shoulder. That's your trap muscle there. A nodding action, shaking the head action will help zero in on where you are needing a bit more of a stretch. It will be different for everybody. You might have slept a bit funny. You might just be feeling a little bit under the weather with a bit of a stiff neck today. So look for where you feel your habitual aches and pains and find any new little bits there. Smooth roll down the front and that nodding action to loosen off with more of a dynamic than a static stretch, not moving, and then easing into a more static, narrower range of movement once you find the bits you need. Turning to the side, nice and gently, left and right, just easing your neck round, nodding in, and then pushing the chin out exactly like a snapping turtle or something like that. Push your chin as far away from your body, tuck your chin in as close to your neck as you can. So a quick flexibility check today, arms out to the side, one arm up, one arm down. Can you reach towards your fingers? Can you reach the other way? You will have a side that's easier and a side that's less good. Now, for that stretch, we're just going to use it as a comparison after we've used the weights as well. So it looks like we have a 2 or 3 kilo dumbbell, 5 or 6, and a heavier one, probably 12. Our demonstrator starting with a kettlebell. That's a 6 or 8 kilo kettlebell, relatively light. You don't get kettlebells much lighter than that. You can do this just with the natural load of your arms if your shoulders, triceps are in a bit of a tight state just now. Hang the weight down past your shoulder line at the back, both directions, and try and point your elbows at the roof as much as possible. So first warm up with a lighter kettlebell and then a halo type movement with the lighter dumbbell as well. Bringing that down and around your hand, roughly level with your eyebrows as it passes around your head, and let it hang down the back to stretch off your tricep. You have 3 tricep muscles. This hang down at the back will really focus in on one that doesn't often get stretched. That's the long head of the tricep. Reach right down, let the weight pull you down, and enjoy that stretch. A little bit more load. Now you can do the halo motion forwards from right to left or from left to right. Recommended to have a go at both. If you've not touched these before, one direction will be fine just now. Deep stretch at the back as the dumbbell passes round your head, trying to keep your head roughly in the same place so the weight is orbiting your head. You're not moving around it. There's one thing moving, and that's the dumbbell. Heavier kettlebell, about 16 kilos. Grab it upside down and let the greater weight really pull down at the back. Support at the front and hang at the back. If possible, you can emphasize pulling up with the upper hand than pushing up and supporting with the lower hand. And that will help stretch out that shoulder, the long head tricep, and all the other bits and pieces in there a little bit more effectively. Keep that moving round. You may feel with a heavier load, a bit more of a burn in the shoulders, this is absolutely fine. This should feel therapeutic throughout, however, it shouldn't feel like desperate hard work. This is therapy for the shoulders, stretching and warming up. Heavier dumbbell, needing a bit more effort to control the range. Not maximal, obviously, but a heavy weight to help, now we're warm, pull that muscle down behind. So as low down as you can while keeping safe control. And we'll quickly check the range of the stretch once more, and yeah, fingertips easily overlapping now on one side and the more tricky side, fingers coming into contact. So no stretching being done other than moving the weights, but we have increased the range of motion. So time to tidy these away, and we'll finish with a bench stretch, hands on a bench, bed, chair. Lock in the core, keep the spine straight, and then come up. Angry cat, happy cat. You'll feel a pull in your lower back, in your shoulders. Put your hands as close together or as wide as you feel they need to be for your comfort to get the best stretch. Happy cat and angry cat, move through the range of the cat cows and get the best stretch for you. And that's our final movement for today. Thanks for joining us with Mobilise and Move. I hope you've enjoyed this.